Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. I am Bishop Terrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Now to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2025, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight, with nearly 10,000 stories and 10 million views in 2024. We produced the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th. Pride Fete Diversity Pride in August and Pride Fort Lauderdale next February.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies. This is the Sunshine Cathedral Perspective. Queer God Squad celebrates 15 years of marriage equality in Argentina. Argentina made history on July 15, 2010 by becoming the first Latin American nation to legalize same-sex marriage nationwide. This landmark achievement was the culmination of years of tireless advocacy by LGBTQ+ movements, legal challenges, and a shifting public opinion. The debate in Argentina's Congress was intense, marked by strong opposition from the Roman Catholic Church and evangelical groups. However, proponents framed marriage equality not just as a matter of LGBTQ+ rights, but as a fundamental human right and an advancement for democratic citizenship, resonating deeply in a country with a history of human rights struggles. The Senate ultimately passed the bill by a narrow margin of 33 to 27, and President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner swiftly signed it into law. This pivotal moment positioned Argentina at the forefront of human rights in the region and in the world, inspiring similar legislative efforts across Latin America and beyond, affirming that love and equality should know no legal bounds. There are currently 7 Spanish-speaking countries with marriage equality, and 38 countries in total have marriage equality. In 2001, the Netherlands became the first country to have marriage equality. The United States became a country with nationwide marriage equality in 2015, 14 years after the Netherlands and 5 years after Argentina. It's funny how we at this table have lived through that. My husband and I have been together since 1987. We had a marriage ceremony not long after that. We have the certificate hanging on our wall in our bedroom. It's beautiful, and it's worth the paper that it's written on. We got a civil union in the early 2000s, and even that wasn't enough, because when our lawyer looked at the deed that we had to our house, he said that unless we fixed it, we would not have right of survivorship. Now, we'd been together for almost 15 years at that point, but still, we were not considered full citizens with equal rights. So when people ask us, why is marriage equality so important? I usually take them down the legal route, because that's what people understand more than anything. Why do you guys need to be married? What do you have to do? Because when you die, if you have a spouse, your spouse automatically gets everything that you have unless there's something else in the will. That's what we wanted back then. We wanted to be treated as equal citizens of the world. And with marriage equality, with Argentina, the Netherlands, Massachusetts, and the United States leading the way, we finally have that equality, which is still in danger. It's not over yet. Every time you think that a battle is over, something else happens. We thought that woman's autonomy was a guaranteed thing. It no longer is. We thought that equal access to jobs was a normal and guaranteed thing. No. Equal access to the voting booth. No. It's all of this is still in danger. So we continue to fight, and we continue to cheer all of those who came before us, the Netherlands, Argentina, Massachusetts, everywhere where equality was etched in stone as a governmental advantage.
Argentina, in the history of the world, has become one of the good guys. In the 70s and 80s, they were not one of the good guys.
Yeah.
They had a lot of disappearances and torment. It was a military junta and all that. But to atone for that, and they say, and the article says because they had a history of human rights atrocities, that they want to be known as the good guys. And so here they are, being unique, one of 7 Spanish-speaking countries to have marriage equality, and the first one in Latin America. There are now this puts them in very special company. There are 195 countries in the world. 193 of them are in the UN. The Vatican City and Palestine are not UN members. So there's 195 countries. 193 of them are in the UN. 38 of them have marriage equality, and 7 of those are Spanish-speaking countries. So that's that breakdown. There are 62 UN states, 62 countries in the UN that criminalize homosexuality. There are more countries that criminalize homosexuality than allow gay people to get married. There are 2 countries that, in a de facto manner, criminalize homosexuality. For instance, there's nothing on the books in Egypt. There's no legislation condemning gay people, and yet gay people's lives are in danger in Egypt, and there's not a lot of protection for them if something bad happens. So there are 62 countries that criminalize. There are another 2 countries that de facto, basically, they may as well have it criminalized, and 7 of those have the death penalty for gay activity, holding hands in public, kissing in public, that sort of thing. And even in the Commonwealth of Nations, a lot of them are neighbors here in Florida, British influence, and you think, well, they should be pretty progressive. 29 of the 56 Commonwealth countries criminalize LGBTQ lives. 29 out of 56 Commonwealth countries criminalize homosexuality. 62 countries criminalize homosexuality. 2 countries don't criminalize it, but they may as well have done because they treat it as if it's a crime, a punishable crime. And so in that world, where there's 195 countries, where there's 64 countries basically where your life is criminalized, where there's 7 where you can be killed by the state, that there are only 38 countries with marriage equality, make those countries special. And Argentina is one of them. So God bless Argentina.
Yeah.
Hello.
I reflecting back to Metropolitan Community Church when I first came in. It was one of the first denominations that was kind of doing, second maybe, it was doing holy unions. And I remember explaining the process of holy unions to one of my chaplain's friends, because at that time, in order to have a holy union done, you have to have lived together for 1 year before you would do the holy union. And his comment to me was, he says, you know what, I think you gay people got it right. Make people live together before you marry them. He said, the rest of us trying to say, oh, absence until you marry, and then they get up, get divorced within a short time. So I always kind of remind myself of that story about our legacy that we came from holy unions, when that was seen as the sacred document that we needed to protect ourselves at that time, before even civil unions and things like that came into play.
We had our own form of divorce too. It was called dissolution.
Yeah, dissolution.
You want breaking up, you'd go to the person who married you and they'd give you a certificate of dissolution.
So I just kind of remind, it's kind of being reflective of that process to recalling being in Boston the night that marriage equality passed there. And being here in Fort Lauderdale the night that marriage equality passed at the state level, both those state levels, and then of course marriage equality. So watching, as Kim said, we've seen these things evolve in our lifetime like this. And then I recall special moments with special people when these things happen. And it was one of those, right, we can't take this for granted either. In the big picture of the celebration, we can't take these things for granted. And so I just say to people, just be reminded of our history, where we come from, places that have fought hard for marriage equality, and that there's still love to be shared, and let's live in that and honor that sacred value of what we have in this moment.
Amen.
Right, right. You know, for a country that has had human rights struggles like Argentina, this had to be momentous.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, can you imagine that? It happened even before it happened here in the United States. It happened in Argentina. And in this instance, I think that maybe the United States and a whole lot of other countries could learn something from Argentina.
You know, and these anniversaries are coming up for us pretty soon.
Yeah.
So it's a good reminder to say, hey, let's celebrate this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
38 countries have marriage equality, only 157 more to go. And
Wow.
that's today with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, we want to invite you to join Sunshine Cathedral for a wonderful travel experience and help our mission for our community. Join Divine Science Everywhere for 5 days cruise aboard MSC Seashore, starting at just $299. Departing on November 2nd, 2025, this all-inclusive getaway features free bus transfers from Ocala, the Villages, and Leesburg, plus free Wi-Fi throughout your journey. Enjoy open bar access for only $99. You'll explore Nassau and Paradise Island, the Bahamas, and relax on MSC's exclusive island, Ocean Cay Marine Reserve. Special perks from the Happening Out Travel Club include private happy hours and exclusive dining events.
If you haven't heard of Divine Science, you have heard of what it's about. If you like Oprah and Chopra, Louise Hay and Michael Beckwith, spirituality that's based on love rather than dogma, or you're familiar with Silent Unity and the Daily Word, or the progressive, positive, practical spirituality of the Sunshine Cathedral community, then you already have a pretty good understanding of Divine Science, a New Thought school of thought that has been around since 1888.
You can book your spot with a $199 deposit. This nonprofit 501c3 trip is provided at reduced prices because of the charity fundraising educational mission of the Travel Club. We invite you to join us on this amazing cruise for fun, connection, and spiritual renewal. For more information or to reserve your spot, visit divinesciencefederation.org and click Events.
Get ready for an incredible journey on the Ultra Deluxe MSC Seashore. This 170,000-ton, $1 billion ship offers 5-day cruises from just $299. With free transfers from Ocala, the Villages, and Leesburg, getting to Port Canaveral is easy and convenient for you. There is more. You can upgrade the experience with our $99 open bar package and enjoy unlimited drinks, cocktails, coffee, and more for not one, not two, but every day of your cruise. Your special Travel Club package also includes free Wi-Fi. This MSC Seashore cruise will take you to Nassau and Paradise Island. You also enjoy the pristine beauty of Ocean Cay Marine Reserve, the world's top-rated private island experience. It's a slice of paradise waiting for you. Plus, your open bar access extends to the exclusive Ocean Cay Island too. So, if you dream of sipping on drinks and unwinding on stunning beaches, this is the day for you. When you purchase the $99 bar package, you also receive complimentary Wi-Fi for all 5 days, so that you can share every unforgettable moment with ease with the world. You'll also enjoy exclusive onboard events with fellow travelers, from private happy hours to special dinners. It's all included just for you. Last but not least is the ease of booking this trip. You can secure your spot with just $199 deposit and then pay just $49 a month. Why wait? Book your cruise today for the adventure of a lifetime. Call today to book your dream journey on the MSC Seashore Cruise.
I invite you to share this episode on your social media, and I also welcome you to find Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram.
You can also like our Bishop's page on Facebook. My page is Bishop Robert Griffin, D-Min, and Darrell's is Bishop Darrell Watkins, D-Min. We're also on TikTok. Remember to visit sunshinecathedral.org frequently. There you will also find Bishop Talk, where Bishop Darrell and I interview queer religious leaders, activists, and scholars.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we are all in this together. And also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.